Coming to you from FPA at Shannon Forest, Studio Ignite. This is Crusader Network News.
Good morning, Crusaders. I'm Ashley. And I'm Karis. It's Thursday, January 4th, 2024. Here's your news from around the school. There will be no school on Monday, January 15th in honor of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Before you know it, we'll be celebrating our 100th day of school. That's a little later in January. Pretty hard to believe, right? I'm sure we'll have some fun activities to go along with that day. More information is coming soon. Our 5th graders are beginning an exciting recycling project at our school. They divided up into teams and made a presentation to each lower school class before Christmas break to let them know how to help. Let's take a look at what the team from Mrs. Spurgeon's 1st grade class had to say during their presentation.
Okay, so today we're going to recycle in Greenville. And your teacher could scan a QR code if they want like directions to what to recycle. And so
Miss Spurgeon, you want to try this out? So Miss Spurgeon, just open up your camera on your phone. So it's going to take her to a little spreadsheet that she can look at. So if you're like, Miss Spurgeon, can we recycle this? And she's not sure, you can pull up this QR code. And guess what she can do? She can go, boop, 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 boop. Yes, you can, or no, you can't, okay? We'll get it pulled up later, Miss Spurgeon, no big deal.
So, Crusaders recycle cardboard. You can recycle delivery boxes, packaging boxes, tissue boxes, etc. You can recycle also the Ziploc boxes too. Not with the Ziploc bags in. You can flatten them before you put them in your box, and please remove the tape and no wax finish on your box.
All right, come on, Olivia, tell us what's going on.
So we will be giving each class a bin where you can put all your recyclables. We will have a QR code that you can scan for more information. We will have instructions on it and also our Crusader Recycle symbol.
So on your tub, you're going to get a green tub, not only because I like green, because going green is kind of like recycling. So each class will get a tub, and you will put all your recycling in that tub each week. So you collect all your recycling. Now, you're only collecting recycling from school. So don't bring your recycling from home into school. Only collect the things that you have here at school.
So Crusaders can recycle paper. So it could be any paper type or color, like paper we use at school, maybe leftover worksheets that you don't need with your teacher's permission. And please don't tie or bag the paper, and make sure there's no wax coated paper.
Yeah, so maybe you have a piece of construction paper that you cut a cool heart out of, and you have some leftovers. Instead of putting that in the trash now, where would you put it?
In the we will be taking 1 and 2 bottles. Some examples of those things are soda, water, sanitizer, etc. Please rinse before you put it in the bin, and please leave caps on. And please, no grocery bags.
Yeah, you can't recycle grocery bags, even though we would love to do that, but they don't take that recycling center. So a way you can recycle grocery bags is to reuse them over and over and over.
you can recycle Crusaders. Also recycling cans, like aluminum steel cans. You can like do examples for like soda cans, food cans, and aerosol cans, like a Spam can, a Sprite can, and also like one of those fruit cans. and please flatten them before you put it in the bin, and rinse it like you put in the bottle. Just rinse it.
So Finley just looked at me and he was like, flatten them? So if you can flatten them, you may want to get a teacher's help to do this. Some cans, like if you had like a can of peaches at lunch, you probably will be able to flatten that, but still rinse them so we don't have any sticky juices and stuff in your recycling bin. But you can take your recycling from your lunch trash and put it into your recycling bin as long as it's clean, okay? You may be interested in a little competition we're going to have. Are you ready to hear about it?
So we have a thing. If the top recyclers of either the week or every other week will get maybe a prize or something else. So your prizes can be Dum gums or maybe some bubble gum from your teacher's choice. And we have a little prize.
Can you give me a drum roll on your legs? The top recyclers are going to get to hold recycling trophy! So, if your class collects the most recycling that week, we're going to count them up and we will be looking at who gets the most recycling. If your class collects the most, they get to have the trophy in their room for an entire week. Mrs. Sellers might even put you on Crusader Network News. Wouldn't that be fabulous? And so we're going to take your picture, you get to house it, and then we'll bring you a special treat.
Thanks, guys. My team is supporting the K-5 classes.
That's a great project. Let's all do our part to recycle items around our school. Now it's time for our birthdays.
Here's Benjamin Russo to tell us who to celebrate this week.
We just have a couple of birthdays to announce this week. Second grader Vincent Rump will celebrate his birthday Monday, January 8th. And fourth grader Skylar Symes has a birthday Wednesday, January 10th. Happy birthday!
Thanks, Benjamin. Be sure to see your teacher for one of these really cool birthday pictures from your friends at Crusader Network News.
Everyone loves to play a guessing game, right? Well, we're bringing back the Guess Express on Crusader Network News this week.
That's right. Here's Emma Bott to tell us all about it.
It's time for the Guess Express game. Every other week, we will show you a bunch of items in some type of container. A bag, a jar, a box. You get the idea. You will need to look at the items in the container and try to guess how many you think there are. Your class can submit one guess. The class with the closest guess each time will get a prize. Here are the items for this week. This is a bag of cotton balls. Here's what they look like. Now think about what you know about cotton balls. Talk with your class and estimate how many you think there are in the bag. And you can make a class guess. Write it down on a piece of paper along with your teacher's name and take it to the lower school office. Remember, one guess per class. No individual guesses, one guess per class. The class with the closest guess will get to enjoy these delicious Hershey Kisses. Be sure to turn in your guess by the end of the school day, Monday, January 8th. We will reveal the winner on the next show, so stay tuned. Thanks for jumping on the Guess Express.
Thanks, Emma. I wonder how many cotton balls are in this bag.
I don't know.
If your class has a guess, be sure to turn it in to Mrs. Sellers' box in the office by Monday, January 8th.
I really like Hershey Kisses.
I also do. They're delicious.
Can you sit really still? I mean really still. For a long time?
Well, if you can, then you might be great in the mannequin challenge.
What is the mannequin challenge, you might ask? It's where everyone in your class holds really still, not moving anything, totally frozen in the same position, while someone videos your class.
It's really pretty fun, but it's also pretty hard. Our teachers usually do the mannequin challenge on the teacher's edition of Crusader Network News each year.
If your grade is interested in participating in the mannequin challenge, have your teacher let Mrs. Sellers know and we'll get you on the show sometime soon.
That's going to be so much fun to watch and be a part of. Throughout the year on Crusader Network News, we lift up in prayer all of our lower school teachers and students.
Here's Caitlin with our
Terrific 10
for this week.
Each week on Crusader Network News, we will lift up in prayer specific students and teachers. The Bible tells us to encourage one another and build one another up. One of the ways we can do that is through prayer. Here are our Terrific 10 students and teachers for this week. Third grader, Mary Catherine Rollins. Fifth grader, Gabby Ledger.
Third grader Zoe Dunster, K5 friend Braxton Roberts, fifth grader Skylar Damon, K5 friend Luke Phillips, fourth grader Jackson Thompson, second grader Olivia Els, third grader Reagan Bradley, and fourth grade teacher Mrs. Leach. Please post these names somewhere in your classroom to remind you who to pray for this week. We will give each of these students and teachers a special wristband like this to wear as a reminder that we are praying for them and that God loves them very much. Thanks, Caitlin. That's my sister. I didn't know that. We're thankful to be able to encourage our friends through prayer. We'll bring the wristbands to you sometime soon. That's our show for today. We want to give a quick shout out before we go. You all remember the Toys for Tots toy drive ended right before Christmas break. We want to say thank you to everyone who helped make that toy drive a huge success. We collected 720 toys for the children in our community. Thank you very much for your help in making that possible. Remember to always try your best and do everything in a way that brings glory and honor to God. We're going to leave you with a look back at our classroom doors we decorated for the Christmas season. There are some pretty awesome designs. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. Happy New Year!